The Outlaws grow their sprint car roster with 2 more rookies, and they aren't done yet. We'll talk about that today, plus preview the Outlaw late model season, talk Hunt the Front full-timers, and more. Let's go. It's Thursday, January 23rd. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. Get ready, race fans. The motorsports event of the season is here, Racing Xtravaganza, happening Friday, January 31st and Saturday, February 1st at the York Expo Center in York, Pennsylvania. This is more than just an event. It's where the racing world comes together to meet, compete, and evolve. Whether you're a driver, a fan, or you just love the thrill of motorsports, there's something for everyone. From hundreds of race cars competing for the $1,000 Renewal by Anderson People's Choice Award to the $12,000 BAPS Auto Paints Cornhole Challenge presented by Explore York, the stakes are high and the excitement is real. And don't miss the Frontrunner Construction 2025 Miss Racing Extravaganza pageant, a fan favorite highlight of the show. Plus, check out the My Race Pass seminar room for expert sessions, meet your favorite stars on the Sports Insurance Specialist main stage, and let the kids enjoy free RC racing. Bring the whole family. Kids 10 and under are free. Parking is free, and military, veterans, and seniors and students get discounts at the door. And don't wait. If you want to save even more, you can grab your discount tickets now at tickethoss.com. Lock in your spot for Central PA's Can't Miss Racing tradition and be part of the action before the outdoor season kicks off. Racing Xtravaganza, January 31st, February 1st, York Expo Center. You can find the Racing Xtravaganza website and direct ticket Hoss links below in the video description. We are not off to a great start so far for Dirt Late Model Speed Weeks. 3 of 4 original Lucas shows at Golden Isles were lost to weather, and now we've lost the practice night and the Thursday program at Volusia to the same. The Word of Outlaws late model season will now start tomorrow at Volusia with both the Friday and Saturday programs still on as scheduled. Obviously, there's been a ton of issues with weather in the Southeast, so it's not super surprising this happened. Of the 20 late model drivers expected to start the year as full-timers, Bobby Pierce, no doubt he enters as the heavy favorite for the championship. The 2023 title winner fell just short of back-to-back in 2024 after that tire doping penalty left him trying to battle back all season. Obviously, Brandon Shepard, your 2024 Outlaw champion. Pierce got this season rolling, though. He won 4 of 5 at the Wild West Shootout. He's been off since then, so he's going to come in hot. And based on what we saw last year, Nick Hoffman would seem to be his closest contender. Hoffman took a big step forward in from year 1 to year 2. He won 5 times in 2024 and improved his average finish by a position and a half. He'll basically need to have that same jump again, though, to likely stay in the fight with Pierce. Some other names to watch, I think, as outside title contenders include Brian Shirley and Ryan Gustin. Shirley, strong to end last season. If he can keep that pace up for a whole year, he could be right in the mix. As for Gustin, we know he can stack up the wins. He had 5 last year, but he needs to make improvements with consistency to be a real challenger. He's got Cody Mallory on the wrenches, and if they can actually stay together, there is hope. Mallory was obviously a big player in Jimmy Owens' 2020 Lucas title. But Mallory sticking around long, that's going to be a very big if. Behind those 4, I have a really tough time making a case for any of the other 16 drivers to have a shot to topple Pierce. There are plenty of race winners down through the order and all could strike at any moment, but doing it over a full season, that's another thing entirely. If you want to see the full group of Outlaw drivers, they do have them on the website at worldofoutlaws.com, although Cade Dillard curiously missing. Following this weekend at Volusia, Speed Weeks continues next Monday and Tuesday in Georgia at Needmore Speedway. The Hunt the Front series is hosting 2 $10,000 to win nights, but they are non-points events for that series. Things then head to Alltech late next week with Lucas. Sticking with Hunt the Front, they filled some TBAs on their 2025 schedule in recent days. They added a doubleheader at Southern Raceway in Florida. That will happen September 26th and 27th. They'll be there for $8,000 to win Friday and $10,000 to win on Saturday. Their championship season begins officially March 8th at I-75, and the ever-expanding roster at the moment for this Southeast-based dirt late model tour includes Christian Hanger, 2023 champion Josh Putnam, Corey Hedgecock, Peyton Freeman, and Oakley Johns. There should be a bunch more added in the coming days. Obviously, we're still, a couple of months away from this starting. And that obviously includes Hunt the Front's own Joseph Joyner, all signs pointing to him returning next year. For the sprint car fans, we are just a few weeks away from the World of Outlaws season starting at DIRTRACKR Nationals, but they are still picking up full-time driver commitments. Yesterday, I opened the show letting you guys know that there was some breaking sprint car news, and this is obviously what I was referring to. But word came that Skylar Gee will join the Outlaws for a rookie run in 2025. He joins Chris Windham, Cole Macedo, and Garrett Williamson in that growing rookie class. Overall, Gee brings the Outlaws up to 12. That includes the 4 rookies plus Gio Scelzi, Buddy Kofoid, David Gravel, Carson Macedo, Donnie Schatz, Logan Schuchart, Sheldon Hodenshield, and Bill Baylog. Gee ran 68 times last season in 410 competition. He picked up 10 top 5s and 21 top 10s along the way. He had a weekly win at Attica. He had Outlaw top 10s at Eldora, Atomic, Beaver Dam, and Route 66, plus top 5 and top 10 runs against High Limit. Gee is no stranger to touring competition, having previously been out with the All-Stars full-time. Wins on his total resume have come against the All-Stars, Fast, AFCS, OVSCA, and ASCS. We talked about this kind of with several of the others that have kind of, joined these tours, but this is going to be a big jump for Gee. He's likely going to run more races this season than ever before, and against much tougher competition. But wait, there's more. It's been pretty clear all along that the Bill Rose Sprint Car would be back with the Outlaws full-time. That's kind of been, the messaging behind the scenes, but we just didn't know who the driver would be. In 2024, Bill himself was hurt in a crash at Fremont and ended up sitting out a significant portion of the schedule. In his place, he filled the seat with drivers like Kelby Watt, Robbie Price, Max Guilford, Dylan Cisney. There have been a bunch of drivers linked to a potential deal with Rose for 2025 all through the offseason, but it was announced just today that Zach Hampton is getting the seat. Hampton spent most of last season racing at Knoxville weekly in his own car, but did also race the Shop House 17 a few times, as well as some other appearances in other cars. He finished up 11th in the final Knoxville 410 standings with 5 top 10s. He also had top 10 runs against the IRA and POWRi 410s. In his career, he's won with the Fast Series and at Lernerville. If you've watched any of the Sprint Car build series we did on the Dirt Tracker YouTube channel, then you know Zach well. Obviously, he was the center figure in that entire build. This is going to be a big opportunity for him, and having spent quite a bit of time talking to Zach over the last year plus, my hope is that he settles in, gets comfortable, and uses it as a chance to build. It's a tough rookie class. It's an even tougher series, so again, a big jump up for a driver. Rose himself is not ruling out a return at some point this season either. He's awaiting medical clearance, but does hope to drive at least part-time later this year. This is his 50th year of competition. The confirmation of Hampton with Rose pushes the Outlaws to 13 officially, but we're not done. I'm hearing another rookie is coming before Volusia with things already sewed up and signed there. That would obviously bump the Outlaws to 14, and then there are still a few possibilities out there. I've been asked a bunch about Emerson Axum. He's not the name I'm hearing. That's the 14th driver. And while I know that Axum and his team have explored the series, Outlaws High Limit, I'm not aware right now where they stand with their plans. Austin McCarl, another name that's floated around. He's not the one I'm hearing as the 14th, but I don't see them making this jump this year. I could see them making a go with maybe POWRi or the All-Stars while filling in other shows along the way. And it still sounds like Chase Randall could be a high limit pickup in the coming weeks. Obviously, we've been talking about him starting his own team with that Outlaw sponsorship. We should be at 14 for both National Series when the season starts, with an outside shot at maybe 1 or 2 more on both sides. With USAC, I ran through their sprint car full-timers earlier this week, and since then they did confirm Robert Ballou back. I figured that was coming, as well as Jaden Rogers. Ballou returns in his own number 12 after a 7th place points finish a year ago that included a win at Eldora in May. Rogers ran 35 shows last season, not quite full-time. He picked up 12 top 10s and 2 top 5s. Those top 5s coming at Ocala and Hobstop. He'll run the whole season for Amati Racing in their number 66. This takes USAC to 12 with the 10 we talked about the other day, including Briggs Danner, CJ Leary, Logan Seavey, Hayden Reinbold, Mitchell Moles, Jake Swanson, Kevin Thomas Jr., Joey Amantia, Kyle Cummins, and Justin Grant. The sprint cars start February 10th at Volusia, obviously as part of Dirt Car Nationals. If you want some sprint car action this weekend, don't forget it's Classic Week down in Australia. A bunch of Americans plus all of Australia's best racing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Premier Speedway. The Grand Annual Sprintcar Classic, it's like the Australian Knoxville Nationals, biggest show on their calendar. Drivers will be racing for $40,000 to win on Sunday. That's about $25,000 in US dollars. Coming in, James McFadden. He's been hot lately with his new deal. Drivers like Ryan Newton and Cole Macedo have recent wins in the last week or so. Aaron Reitzel won the Classic a year ago, but he's not down under in 2025 to defend. Other recent winners of the event include Brock Hallett, Lachlan McHugh, and McFadden won it in 2020. Americans running this year include Corey Eliason, Craig Kinzer, Cole Macedo, Chase Randall, Garrett Williamson, Riley Goodnow, and Caleb Henry. If you want to tune in this weekend, it's been added here very late to Flow Racing. Action starts early on Friday morning here in the U.S. I believe Flow is showing a 1:45 a.m. Eastern start time. If you need a Flow subscription to watch, hit the Dirt Tracker affiliate link at dirttracker.com/flowracing. There are other races happening this weekend, so if you want to see the full rundown on your streaming options, keep an eye on DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. That's the Daily Show for this week. Thanks as always for tuning in, all your comments, all of the support. It is all very much appreciated. Hope you guys have a great Thursday and a great weekend out there. We'll see you back here on Sunday.